What's up guys, this is Gus from Hardware Unplugged, and today we're going to be modifying the G Pro Wireless Superlight. I have some grips and I have some Corepads skates right here. So we're going to be placing them on the stock G Pro Wireless Superlight. Now the Superlight did come with grips, but these grips, they are really crappy. They don't do anything, they're just there, if I'm being honest. They offer no grip whatsoever, and the feet, while they're good, they're not as good as the Corepads on my G Pro Wireless. These are way better and smoother. These, while smooth, you do feel this drag, like the plastic, because these feet are extremely thin and I feel the plastic of the mouse just rubbing against the mouse pad every time I move it, and that is annoying, and that ruins the smoothness of the mouse skates, because the feet on these are actually pretty good, but they're not the smoothest nor the best out there. So we're gonna have to swap them out with these Corepads, see if they make a difference, and we're gonna swap out the grips and see if those make a difference. But yeah, let's go ahead and get started. Let me see. So first, let's take out the grips. These grips, like I said, they were not the best, and they were just there just for show more than anything. They offered nearly zero grip. Now these grips, I got these grips and the mouse skates, I got them from Lethal Gaming Gear, and you can get them off of Lethal Gaming Gear or off of Agile Cables. Link in the description down below, guys. So one thing I do gotta go ahead and point out while removing these grips right here is you gotta be careful with taking these. If you put these grips on, you gotta be careful when taking them off, when taking any grips off, because when you take these off, it kind of lifts the mouse 1 and 2 buttons if you just try to yank them out there like that. So you gotta be very careful, make sure not to move your mouse button out of place or mess it up, because I did pull it one time and it was pretty bad. It moved pretty bad and I did not want that to happen again. Oh, you see that? You see that? So you gotta be very careful with that. So I'm applying pressure on the mouse 1 button to make sure that doesn't happen. But you gotta be extremely careful, because that could ruin your click feel. Be extremely careful removing this, please. Okay, now there you go. I feel like this feels better with than the grips. But next, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and remove the skates off the mouse so I could go ahead and place the Corepads right now. I believe Corepads are 0.8 millimeters. I'm gonna go ahead and try this right now, and it's not gonna be precise because it's on paper, but so it's like, it says 1, but we know that paper there, so it's gonna be about 0.8. Yeah, like 0.8. So yeah, let's go ahead and take them off now, which should be pretty easy, because like the G Pro Wireless, this has a little cutout right here, and there's a little cutout right there to help you lift the mouse feet out with ease. So let's go ahead and do that right now. Okay, this comes off pretty easily, and these things are super paper thin. That's one of the reasons I don't like the skates. They suck. And yeah, just like the other skates, the freaking, I mean, just like the G Pro Wireless, there's this little black thingy, another extra layer of adhesive underneath the feet. So you're definitely gonna want to take that off too. For now, let's take out the other skate. And these feet, you're not gonna be reusing these feet just because they're bent to crap. So if you're gonna want to reuse these feet, you gotta make sure you take them off and not bend them like at all, because as soon as you're gonna place them back, it's gonna be bumpy. It's not gonna feel as smooth. So yeah, definitely you want to reuse them. Make sure you're extremely careful when taking them off. So let's take off that black adhesive, guys. Alright, so let's go ahead and put the Corepads on now that I took off the skates. So here's the Corepad skates, and this is the skates that came with the G Pro Wireless Superlight. Now let's go ahead and measure those the feet. So these are, yeah, like they're 0.8. Here, 0.8 millimeter thick. And these are around, let me see how thick the stock ones were. Like 0.2. Yeah, 0.2. 0.2, 0.3. Yeah, 0.2. They're really thin, guys. Extremely thin. So yeah, that's a huge difference. So let's go ahead and place them and see what the differences are, see if there's any major differences. Oh, but before we actually place them on there, make sure you take off any extra adhesive with the included alcohol pads. You don't want to leave any residue. You want to make sure you take that off with the alcohol, because that will interfere with your mouse feet placement and that could cause sensor issues. So make sure you take off any excess adhesive left over. That's pretty much perfect. So now let's go ahead and add the Corepads. Here we go. And there we go, easy. That's the first one. Now let's do the next one. Easy. Now the sensor. All right, now I don't feel that scratchiness from the mouse. Now the feet, the only thing I feel is the feet not being okay, so yeah, there is a difference. Now they're not as smooth as the stock feet yet, but that scratchiness is basically gone. It doesn't feel scratchy or annoying or slow. There's not that drag isn't there. Now it's not as smooth or anything. But as soon as I break them down, they'll feel a lot better. I guess I'll add the one for the puck. Let me see if I can see that right there. Freaking light. So yeah, I guess I'll take this off and add it to the puck. Alright, now let's add the grips. See if that's worth see if these are worth the price, because Corepads suck big time, guys. Do not get Corepads. If anything, for sure get Hotline grips. They're actually pretty damn good, like really good. I like them a lot. They're super grippy, and they're definitely better than the Corepad grips. Those things are horrible. So let's go ahead and try these on the G Pro Wireless Superlight. All right, so there you go. Now these grips, the grips, are they grippy? I mean, they sound super grippy. Now the holograms were super grippy at first too, but after about a day and a half, they got less grippy and they started feeling a little like slippery, and they didn't feel that great, but they're still very grippy, just not as grippy as when I first got them. So it's gonna be interesting to see how long these hold up, or how long the grippiness lasts on this. But yeah, so far so good. Now let's go ahead and take them for a spin and break the mouse gates down and see if it's actually worth upgrading the feet and the grips. So yeah, I'll be right back. Alright, so far I've been using them for about 15 minutes and I can really feel them breaking down. Yeah, they're way better, way better than the freaking stock feet, and the grips are way better than the stock grips that came with the Superlight. So yeah, are these upgrades worth it? In my opinion, yes they are. They will take your G Pro Wireless Superlight to the next level and make it even better. So yeah, definitely if you guys want to upgrade your G Pro Wireless, pick up some Corepads and pick up some grips from Lethal Gaming Gear or Agile Cables. I'll leave a link in the description down below to their sites, so you guys could pick up some feet, some grips, and if you need to, a paracord cable. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Gus from Hardware Unplugged, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.